Welcome, Seagulls fans, to the Get Your Red On Minute. I'm your host, Stony. Not only did the snowstorm prevent us from playing last weekend, but it also prevented us from being able to put on an entire show for you. We apologize for that, but we do have an interview to show you in case you missed it on Cablevision. Reuter sat down with our athletic director, Jim Fiore, to talk about the upcoming arena and other exciting items on the Stony Brook athletics agenda.
Courtside with the athletic director here of Stony Brook University, Jim Fiore. Jim, always a pleasure. Great hospitality by your staff. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks very much for having me.
All right, let's get right to it. Coming in the fall of 2014, we talked about it during the course of this first half.
Okay. The
brand new arena that's off to our left, and I know you're really excited about what's taking place inside that building.
Yeah, it's a spectacular facility. It's about a $23 million project. It's going to have VIP suites and video scoreboard, replay scoreboards. It's going to seat just over 4,000 people. It will be the state-of-the-art athletic facility on Long Island.
We were taking some of the a look inside and what has transpired there, and you mentioned luxury suites, VIP lounge, new state-of-the-art scoreboards and video boards. It's going to be a special experience for the season ticket holders and, of course, the donors to Stony Brook, right?
Without question. It's all about the fan experience and all about the community and town-gown relationships. And when you look inside, you're going to see a real intimate setting, a setting that's going to be really fan-friendly. All the bathrooms, all the concessions, all the amenities that you ever want are going to be in this new venue. And you're going to be right on top of the court. So we're expecting to have a really great season ticket base, which we already have a long waiting list already. So I encourage people to get online or call the ticket office at 632-WOLF or www.goseawolves.org to really start inquiring, because tickets are going fast. I mean, we're a year and a half away. We're going to open up in the fall of 2014. But, that thing will be sold out. That arena will be sold out real quick.
I know it'll be fan-friendly and, of course, very affordable for Long Island fans of Stony Brook basketball and Stony Brook events.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, we all have a need to generate revenue, but our need number one is to be fan-friendly. We are a state university, and we want to reach out to the community and the folks, not just in the Three Village, but all throughout Suffolk County. And I think as you come to our games, you look around the fans and the crowd, it's mostly families and students. And so that arena is going to be very much a celebration of community and school.
All right, let's move forward, because in just a little bit of time, a couple of weeks, whatever it might be, I don't know the exact timetable, we're going to have spring practice for football. And this year football is going to be moving to the Colonial Athletic Association. How excited are you about going to what many feel is the best FCS conference in the country?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Obviously, our recruiting is just taking on a whole nother level. We had a great team last year. Very excited that we extended Coach Fiore. Gave him a 5-year extension. I wish I could give him a lifetime contract. He's terrific. Very excited about the future. We're going to be in what's called basically SEC of the FCC.
Right.
The Southeastern Conference, if you will. The CAA is terrific. We open up at Boston College. Then we go at Rhode Island, then at Buffalo, at Villanova, home Townsend. If that doesn't get people excited for a high level of football on Long Island, then really no schedule will. So we had a great team last year. Featured Miguel Masonette, the terrific Long Island product, who we think is going to get drafted, certainly mid to late rounds. He got invited to the Combine in Indianapolis, the first ever Stony Brook player to ever get invited to the Combine. We think he was the best player in the country at the FCS level. Came in second. He's a better person than he is a football player, and we're very proud of him as a Stony Brook alumni. But we return our whole offensive line. We have a terrific running back in Marcus Coker, and we're very young and very talented on the defensive side. We have the best coach in the country.
You know, if you go back to Masonette, he will become, I think in about the last 10 to 12 years, he'll be only the second Long Island guy out of high school here on the island. He played locally here at Riverhead.
Right.
The second behind Amos Zeraway out of Mepham High School to be drafted.
Is that right?
Yeah. He was drafted. He went from Mepham to West Virginia, Pittsburgh Steelers. Now Masonette, with an opportunity, he'll be drafted, because all the hearing that I get is that he could go third, fourth round. And that's a big-time pick out of Stony Brook University.
Absolutely. Famous Amos was terrific.
Amos was.
There's been some great running backs on Long Island. When you talk about the Scotty Grahams, you talk about, obviously, famous Amos Zeraway, Jim Brown's, I go years. Long Island's always had great ones. Miguel's the most recent great one, in my opinion, and a better person than he is. But I think once he gets in front of a GM or once he gets in front of a scout, his draft stock just goes up. He's a great locker room guy. He's going to go to every team meeting. He went to every class. Did well in school, and was a great meeting guy and a great guy in the community.
Jim, let me ask you, we're talking about the Colonial Athletic Association for football. What about Stony Brook's conference affiliation for the future with other sports?
That's a great question. And if I had $1 for every time I was asked that question, Carl, I don't think we'd have a state budget issue. But listen, we're a highly competitive, highly successful academic institution. So we're very provocative to a lot of conferences. On top of that, we're a rising athletic program. Have we been, asked to be a part of other conferences? I would say yes. But the time is not right, and the time is right to be part of the America East Conference and Colonial football. I love our conference. I love our commissioner. When you talk about the Boston universities, you talk about the Binghamtons, great academic institutions, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Albany, great academic institutions with terrific athletics. So, I love where we are now, and our future is very bright. Whether that's America East or beyond, we like where we are.
I'll look into the camera and I'll tell everybody, if you're not on the Stony Brook bandwagon yet, you better get on, because this is going to be one great ride into the future. Jim Fiore, thanks so much for joining us, the athletic director here at Stony Brook University. He's been my guest.
That's it for today's Get Your Red On Minute. I hope to see you all next Friday. I'm Danny Kleppinger, reminding you to get your red on. It's what we do.